Good morning, everyone. Let's get this show started here. 3632. Or hard 8. Primary bottom side both dice. Three, 6, 3, 2. Get Jerry Mitchell checking in already. Four, 1, 5. Good morning, Joel. My sound is off today. It should be working. I don't know. Hopefully it clicks in. I didn't change anything at all. Maybe it's because my tail is between my legs from yesterday's rolls. Who knows? That should be louder than the music, my voice. Good morning, Rody. Yeah, we all got killed yesterday. It was terrible, terrible, terrible. I can turn the music down a little bit. Let me get 1 second here. Okay, so it was not my fault. So everything's good on this side then, and I'm gonna leave it the same as what it normally is done. Okay, thanks for at least checking it out there. Yeah, we all got killed yesterday, Rody. It was not a good day yesterday. Not a good day. Problem with doing a show is 6410. Problem with doing a show is that I feel like I need to keep on betting throughout the entirety of the show, even though I hit my stop loss. In real life, I would have walked away from the table, and I would not have lost as much as I did. I lost $2,400 yesterday, which is not as much as a lot of people, but that was roughly a third of my bankroll, which is way too much. Actually, it was probably just a little bit over a third of my bankroll. 6612. When my stop loss is only supposed to be 15%. So that is a tough dilemma. But today we will hopefully do a better here. Good morning, Kevin. Just checking in. Oh, and Chris. I didn't see you checking in, Chris. Good morning. You guys didn't check out Chris' channel last night. 4.5-hour live stream. The dude is sweating up the storms. And his table looked like nothing but yellow chips. Looked like a yellow table, Chris. You must have got a different layout, huh? All yellow. 3632. Good morning, Crapsee, Texas. Four, 2, 6. 213. Your head, back, and shoulders, everything still hurts. I believe it. I only watched a small portion of it when I was on break last night. But the portion that I saw, no way would I be able to do that. It's because you're a young buck, Chris. You should be used to that stuff, but no. It's a little bit harder for us old farts to do that. 6-4-10. Single pitch. Three, 6, 3, 2. Move a high bouncer, 257. No explanation for yesterday. I just, one of those days, unfortunately, that we went through for us. Three, 5, 8. Good morning, Brian. Okay, last roll here. Three, 5, 8 again. Yeah, we'll get another throw in. What the hell? 3, 6, 3, 2. One, 4, 5. Trucking camper from Crapping Camper. Okay, let's get show started. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 547 of the Level Up program and day number 41 of the $100,000 challenge. Hey, if you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar craps style play. On the YouTube side of things, we got Jerry Mitchell checking in at number 1. He drops in a $5 super chat. He says, I will pay $5 to get me back into the green. Come on, Joe, give us a monster show. So I will definitely try that. And then he goes on and says, hey, no April fooling us today, Joe. So it is April Fools. We got 208 Craps Joel checking in. We've also got Rhodey checking in. The Dice DJ Chris, the young buck with the shoulders, back, and neck, and everything else. If you did check a show out last night, check it out, please. Kevin Scott's checking in. Good morning. We got Craps Texas checking in. And we also got Brian Crapping Camper. I haven't seen you here for a while, my friend. So welcome. We got Lazy Dog. So anyhow, okay, let's get her going here, guys. Yesterday, was a complete meltdown. I know last week I was talking and Buckeye Slim was kind of giving me a little bit of crap last week, or not crap, but he was giving me encouragement, if you will, saying that, hey, Joe, relax, you can get through this, blah, blah. And I'm like, stuff like that doesn't bother me. But yesterday, oh my God, I did go on full tilt and it did bother me a little bit. I just could not figure things out, which really, really bothered me. Good morning, Glenn. We got Undisciplined. Go ahead and check it in. But anyhow, I did go on tilt yesterday. We lost $2,400, which was well close to a third, a little bit over a third of my bankroll. So that brings us finally, we are actually below our starting bankroll of 5,000 now. So we're starting at 42.21. My win goal is to be 422 plus today. So if I can make more than that, I'm definitely going to try that. But $422 is that 10% mark. If you're playing along, click on that live tab in Crapsee to bring over to the table that we're using here. And remember that this is for educational and entertainment purposes. Weather in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, 26 degrees today. There is no wind chill, so it feels like 26. I got done with work this morning, and my windows were definitely frosted up, so I had to scrape them. Actually, I started the car about 20 minutes before I was done with work to let them thaw out. Otherwise, I would have had to scrape them. But anyhow, let's get started here. We're going to try to do a little less chin today, a little bit more spin today. And we are definitely going to do some focusing because we got some major recovery to do from yesterday's rolls. So we got 16 people on Crapsee ready to go. We got 16 people watching ready for the rolls. Here we go. Dice out. Lazy Dog goes, looks like no honeymoon is off. He says, keep losing, no more wedding. No. I definitely am getting married there, my friend. Too late to back out now. 3-6, 3-2. Dice out. And we're going to start off with the 415. There's a truck and camper. So let's mark that point of 5. And we got a 3632 415 result. So we are going to be dropping down a level on our betting plan down to level 5. So we're going to start with 320 across. And I'm going to try something a little bit different here once I get through the first shooter. I'm going to try to use some of my profits and adding it to the next shooter, but I'll explain that as we go. So we have 50 and a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 16 at 6 and 8. And I'll call that all bets set. 21 people playing along now. And dice out. 3-6, 3-2. Here we go. Yeah, I'm at 5-2, Bruce. We're starting it off already. Okay, that's going to be the only one we're going to do today. We're not going to throw any more Bruces. 3-6, 3-2, 0.7 out, and that is an ouch. Okay, starting in a hole right away. But we will get through this. Good morning, Greg. And Glenn says, let's make this a terrific Tuesday. And I agree 100%. 3-6, 3-2. Okay. Get your bets in. I'm going to go 25 on the pass line. We're going to go 10 small, 10 tall, 10 any craps, or 5 any craps. And I will call that all bets set. It's out. A little bit of a roll towards the left side, and we got a 3-5-8. Oops, that was I'm sorry, I didn't have that screen there. 3-5-8, the grape ape. So let's mark that point of 8. 3-6, 3-2, and a 3-5-8. So that's going to be a single pitch of the dice on the right side. And one more time, we're going to go 320 across. And I'll drop $25 in pass line odds. 3632 is the dice that we're going to stick with for now. And we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. Wow. Double pitch this time. 347 outs, 2.7 outs. That's not cool. Okay, 3632, 347 double pitch can happen on majority of the sets. That's just an unfortunate that 5-2 is not acceptable. 347 is the lesser of the sevens, I guess. 3632, and we're gonna go back to the Yuri style grip now. So Lazy Dog's asking for a calendar of times and sites for all the different qualifying shooters. There is none out there right now. Jen's saying go with Horseman. I can give it a shot once, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll try Horseman once, but that's usually when I start shooting better. So she's trying to trick me into shooting better. I know her style. So let's try a Horseman here. So anyhow, I'll call that all bets set. We're gonna go 3632. We'll go Yuri style grip. And I'll try the Horseman here. Dice out. Six one on a 7 on the come out. Wow, that's just a repeat of yesterday, unfortunately, so far. And it should not, because we had a good warm-up this morning. So it's going to be 3632, 617. Both the dice did run to the left on me on that one. So I'm not going to wait. I'm going to wait till a point is established before I get a bet out here. Welcome back, Jen, by the way. 3632. I saw her in lots of pictures from Big AZ's meetup. Clint is shark bait. Oh yeah, it's I hear you, Greg, but we got to bet appropriately until we can prove ourselves here today. So again, play for the short roll, hope for the long roll. It's out. That was a better roll. We got a 538. It is another grape ape, so it's marked at point of 8. 3632 and a 538 result. Left dice off access. Okay, so Jen is saying I should play the Horseman. So I'm gonna do a DC bet of $120. So we're gonna put 120 on a DC. We'll get that placed, and I'll show you guys how I do this level of Horseman here. And this is one of my cruise ship strategies that I have actually set up for a higher bankroll. 3632. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. Let's get that DC set. Wow. Not even a Horseman, Jen. Not even a Horseman. Unreal. What was that? 3.7 outs. Jesus, man. Okay, 3632. We got a 167, so that means we're going to the all winner set. I apologize to everybody. Yes, I am doing a Horseman, Jen. I do it differently. I'm not doing the Arnold. That is not the Arnold. So, okay, 5 4 2 3. See, I don't do a DP ever, almost never, Jen. I always do DC no matter which system I'm using, because where I play in Green Bay, everybody tries for sevens on the come out, because they play that come out game up there, and I get stuck on that so many times. So I always do DC bets, always. Anyhow, we'll go 5, 4, 2, 3, and this is gonna be the long roll here. 5, shooter number 4. Wow. Okay, here we go. It's out. Good morning, Slim. Good morning, David. Six, 4, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. So it's marked at point at 10. 5, 4, 2, 3. 6, 4, 10 result. You adjusted to continue them. Then wait, 1 count, says Jen. Yeah. 5, 4, 2, 3. We're gonna go back to the normal strategy here. We're gonna go 320 across. 15 and 4, 5, 9 and 10, 16 and 6 and 8. 24 people playing along. We lost 6 people because of this. And all that's set. It's out. Six, 2, 8, Duracellate. Well, support free live content. Give that thumbs up where deserved, or thumbs down sometimes. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. 5, 4, 2, 3, 6, 2, 8 result. So we finally got a hit. Woohoo! So that'll be hit number 1. And that was $70 brought back to the rack. So let's go 66 inside pressure. Make this 5 and 9 look like 65. This 6 and 8 look like 78. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bets set. Good morning, K Fisher. And dice out. And we got a 2, 4, 6. That is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So that'll be hit number 2 for us. So now we can actually regress on our bets. So we finally got out of a shooter. Took us 4 shooters to get there. So we first 3 shooters were 0.7 outs, and they were losers. It's $161 brought back to the rack. We're going to bring our bets down. We're going 96 across. We're going to start pressing up and see if we can get some of that money back to our rack in recovery. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. Face out. So that's a perfect scenario. 3 rolls to get out of the shooter. 2 hits. That's out. And we have another 8, a 3, 5, 8 this time. Another great bait. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 3, 5, 8 result. A single pitch of the dice. Make that 8 look like $30. Sticking with the all winner set. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. Face out. Place to jump over and cross another 8. This time it says 268 to Duracell 8. So 8 on this set is showing to be a prevalent number. 4, 2, 3, and a 268 result. So let's make that 8. We're gonna make it look like $48. Trying to progress it up as fast as I can and still bring money back to the rack. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Face out. Another 8. Wow. Another 538 Grape Ape. Can't say I'm not being consistent on any of my rolls here today so far. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 5, 3, 8. Be a nice hit for us this time. And we're going to go to $72 now on that 8. $73 brought back to rack. 150 on the table. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. This out. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo yo. That right died, or the right die did not get all the way down to the end of the table. But we'll, that was a 6-5, not a 3-5, guys. 6-5. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 6-5 mid-mo yo. Chiro coming to us from above. 5, 4, 2, 3. Plenty of fiber going into this guy here, lazy dog. You guys didn't catch my Monday update. I started it yesterday. I'll be doing it every Monday. I'll be putting my weight loss down. Good morning, Mike. And as of yesterday, I was down 28.5 pounds from when I started my diet here. All that set. Goal to eventually lose by the beginning of the year a total of 100 pounds, believe it or not. Days out. We'll hit that the hook on that one. 5, 4, par 9, Big Daddy Mac. Five, 4, 2, 3, and a 5, 4, 9 result. That was not a pretty throw, but I definitely will take that result. Oh, it's midnight for that tall. Sticking with the all-winner set there. And let's call that all bet set. Face out. Let's see if we get another 8. No, we got another 9. No, 6, 3, 9. That is the easy 9. The Franks. 5, 4, 2, 3, 6, 3, 9. You make that 9 look like a quarter. I never progressed my 9 up the last time, which is my fault, so I should have gotten more money back on that. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Face out. And we got a 4, 6, 10. That is a winner 10. And that is also Waylon's best friend on that end, Daddy Joe. So the puck will turn off. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we got a 4, 6, 10 result. So point hit. And our bet turn off. Before we do that, we're going to make that 10 look like a quarter. And we'll turn all of those bets off. Stick with the 5, 4, 2, 3 dice set. So Buckeye, I was throwing those repeaters for you there. A couple numbers repeated for you. That's what you were asking for yesterday. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. Craig, you're funny. Yeah, here we go. Looking for a new point. Two, 4, 6. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So let's mark that point of 6. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 2, 4, 6 result. Now we need a fuzzy hard 4, huh? 5, 4, 2, 3. I'll see if I can help you with that. Fuzzy hard 4 will be a double pitch of the dice. We'll call that all bet set. And our bets are turned back on. Dice out. And we get a Buckeye Buckshot, a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. So point made, point hit. Puck turns off again. Looking for a new point. And let's do this one. So let's make that 6 look like $30. And we've not hit the 7 for a little bit. So let's bring that back down to $30. We'll bring some of that back to the rack. So that way we have some profit brought back, since we were trying to dig our way out of our get back to break even today. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. And we got a 3, 6, 9. That is the triple D, the Dice Dr. Dan. So let's mark that point of 9. 5, 4, 2, 3. 3, 6, 9 result. That turns back on. Our bets turn back on. Point is 9. Winner set 5, 4, 2, 3. And we will call that all bet set. It's out. And that's going to be a 4, 3, 7. Ouch. So finally had a decent roll there. Let's see if we can replicate that. 4, 2, 3, and puck turns off. Looking for a new point. This will be a new shooter coming up here. Happy Fool's Day to you there, Mike. So recovered a little bit there. 5, 4, 2, 3 is what we're going to stick with. We recovered $223, so we're going to take half of that and add that to our bets. So instead of going 320 across, we're going to add an extra, let's say 160. So we'll go to 480 across on the next time around here. So we're going to use some of our profits to try to build up our bankroll a little bit faster here. And we'll see how that goes as well. So again, 320 is our base, and we'll take, like I said, half or somewhere around that area and add it to it. But anyhow, let's go $25 pass line. We're going to go 10 small, 10 tall, 5 craps check, and shooter number 5 here. Dice out. And we got a 6, 4, 10. Again, that's Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, good. So I'm marking that point at 10. 4, 2, 3, 6, 4, 10 result. So actually what we're going to do is we're not going to go 480 across. We're going to go 320 across, and then we're going to go 110 inside. We'll drop in $25 in pass side odds. That's more like it. That puts 450 on the table because of the ATS bets that we have out there and that craps check that we had out there. So that's a little bit more in line with what I probably wanted to do. And let's call that all bets set. I saw 27 people playing along. We have 20 people watching. They said, and we got a 1, 3, 4. That is a Big Joe Craps Master Journey, and that was a 3. It looked like a hard 6 before that did that last quarter turn roll there. So we got a 1, 3, 4 result. That'll be hit number 1 for us. So that'll be enough to do 96 across pressure. And we'll throw an extra $15 in odds out there. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. And let's call that all bet set. Dice out. That was a little bit of a hard roll. There's your hard fuzzy 4 that you're asking for, Buckeye. So that's 2-2 hard 4 with a hard fuzzy 4. 2-2 is going to Cruise Brian from Holy Roller. So that is a nice hit for us as well. 2 4s in a row. And again, that'll be enough to regret our bets. That's 220 brought back to the rack. We're going to break it down. We'll go 96 across. And no pass line odds. So now that is a nice little recovery again. Gets us closer to where we started for the day. We're still down a little bit though. And let's call that all bet set. Dice out. And we got a 5, 6 Yo Chef. So when trying to recover, I need to spread that recovery out over several shooters and then try to play for a long roll here. Hopefully get some money back to the rack that way as well. Yeah, 4 was magic though. 5, 4, 2, 3. That Yo Chef was no help for me other than the ATS. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. Dice did cross on me. We got a 2, 6, 8. Duracell 8. And it's 5, 4, 2, 3 and a 2, 6, 8. We're going to drop in $3 to our bets on that. And we're going to make the 6 and 8 both look like $30. So I'm trying to get those bets up as fast as I can here so we can hopefully bring a little bit more money back to the rack, if you will, if we hit them again. And we'll call that all bets set. They saw it. Ooh, that was a bad roll. 257. That is the Bruce. Oh, we were able to get all that shooter again, make some money off of it. 5, 4, 2, 3, 2, 7. Actually, that was a 257, not a 5, not a 5, 2. I'm gonna change it really quick here. There we go. Okay, so we actually made $91 on that shooter. So that means we're gonna go through 20 plus. We're gonna go three. What's that? 352 across is what we'll go. And I'll explain what that is a little bit. So it's half of our profits. Good morning, Mad Hatter. Okay, shooter number 6. Again, play for the short roll here, guys. Hope for a long roll. All that's set. Two, 6, 8, Duracell 8. So it's marked at point of 8. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 2, 6, 8 result. So we're going to go 320 across. And then we're going to go 32 across. So that will put us at 352 across. Again, I'm just reinvesting half of those profits that we made on the last shooter to hopefully get a little bit extra money back to the rack here as we go forward. And let's call that all that is out. We got another yo shop. 5, 6 yo. I do not like the way the dice rolled off to the left, but it is what it is. I concentrate keeping that wrist square when I release the dice. Five, 4, 2, 3. And all that's out. Is out. And we had a 5, 4 hard 9. Again, that left dice split off on us. The diamond kind of weird. 5, 4, 2, 3. 5, 4, 9, and that's going to be hit number 1 for us. It's $77, so that should be enough for, we'll go 66 inside pressure. Five, 4, 2, 3. Now let's put an extra $5 on 10, extra $5 on that 4. Might as well spend it all. They're pretty close. We'll call that all bet set. Days out. That right die took off on us this time. Another 2-4. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. 2-4-6. 4-2-3. And we got a 2-4-6 result. So that will be hit number 2 for us. That'll be enough to get us out of the shooter. 75 drop back to the rack. We'll go 96 across. So bring our bets down. 96 across is where we're going to go with. 15 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 18 on that 6 and 8. Again, 5-4, 2-3. And all bets set. He says things are a little dicey today. They are dicey today. Not as bad as it was yesterday, though. Yesterday was a lot worse. We were having a hard time getting the mechanics done yesterday. Having a hard time finding a set that worked for us yesterday. Trying pretty much everything. And we have another 9, 4-5 hard 9. The Big Daddy Mac. At 4-2-3 and 4-5-9 results. So let's do this once. We'll make the 9 look like a quarter. I was thinking about doing a sister press on a 5, but we really have not thrown many low numbers today. We've been throwing mostly high numbers, so we're going to stick with that. Except for the 6. We've thrown a couple 6s today. And we'll call that all bets up. Picked off your DC. Sorry, Glenn. And we got a 1-5-6 KitchenAid mixer. At 4-2-3, 1-5-6 results. This one I will sister press. We're gonna drop in $3. We'll do the 6 and 8 up to 30, 2 units each. 5-4-2-3. And all bets set. They salt. And we have another 9-5-4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. Four, 2, 3, 5-4-9 result. Let's make that 9 look like $40. And all bets set. Okay, so we got another Yo Chef 5-6. 4-2-3 and a 5-6 Yo. 10 and 12 is what we're looking for. If you're playing ATS, I am not. I'm looking for repeat box hits is what I want to see. And that was no help, so we'll all bet set. So And there's our hard 4 again. 2-2 hard fuzzy 4. 2-2 it's going to cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. 5-4 2-3. 2-2 hard 4. Result. So make that 4 look like a buy bet and make it look like a quarter. Sticking with the Hardway set, or not Hardway set, the all-winner set. And dice out. And we got a 1-4-5 truck and camper. At 4-2-3 and a 1-4-5. Now, if I would have sister pressed that 9 and 5 before, that would have been a little bit extra money, but we didn't. So we'll make that 5 look like a quarter here. By 4-2-3. And we'll call that all but set. $300 brought back to rack. 165 on the table. It's out. We have a parlay of the day with SJ. 2-2 hard 4, hard fuzzy 4. So that is going to be a nice hit for us. If I was playing Hardway, that'd be an even better hit, but I'm not. So we'll make that 4 look like $50. If I took everything down, we'd still be down about $100 for the day. By 4-2-3. And all bets out. Nice out. And we got a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. So that'll be another nice hit for us. 4-2-3 and a 6-4-10 result. And it's our first time hitting that though, so all we need to play it again. And 2 and 3 for the small. We'll make the 10 look like $25, make it a buy bet. At 4-2-3. And I'll bet that. Dice out. And we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. That's gonna be our first ace deuce for the day. So now we are down to bookends. 4-2-3 and 1-2-3 reps. Again, no help for me. You can get your bets in there. 25 people playing along. You got 24 people watching. 12 thumbs up. Dice out. Good morning, SJ. We just had a parlay of the day with SJ just a few seconds before you said hi. I also saw SJ in a lot of the pictures from Big AZ that he put out the other day. We have another 213 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we had 213 craps. The dyslexic version in a row. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Face out. And we got a 4-5 harrah 9. Big Daddy Mac. Finally, we're back on that 9. We had down pressed up a little bit there, so we got a 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5 harrah 9 result. And let's make that 9 look like $65. It's a full half press. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Face out. Ooh, that right die stuck. We got a 2-2 hard 4, hard fuzzy 4. And that is the double parlay of the day with SJ. How's that? That's our third hard 4 in this shooter. So that is nice. And that's going to be a nice $98 pay for us. Is that such a thing, SJ? The double parlay of the day? So let's make that 4 look like $100. 530 brought back to rack, 275 on the table. SJ goes 100%. Let's see if we can make it a triple parlay of the day. How's that? Okay. We'll call that all bet set. Face out. No, we did not, but we got a 415 truck and camper. And it's 5, 4, 2, 3, 415 result. Yeah, we'll make that 5 look like 35. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Face out. And that's going to be a 437. So that is going to be the end of the roll there. And we have time for one more shooter today. A 4, 2, 3, and that's going to be a 437. Ouch. So just need the bookends on that, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so that was $280 in profit there. So that means we're going to go to the 480 across bet level when we come back. John came in. I didn't even see that. Thanks, John. Too funny. He didn't get us yesterday, though. Yesterday we kept on going. So anyhow, we'll still with the all 7 set. We'll go one more shooter here. Last shooter coming up. Love you too, John. Thanks, Craps, Texas. Have a good day. Have fun and have a good day at work. Okay, last shooter coming up. And let's do this once. We got close to ATS a couple times, so let's go up on it. 10 small, 10 tall, 5 any craps, go 25 pass line. We're going to go 480 across using half of those profits just to hopefully get ahead here. They took everything down. We're still about $200 or $180 shy of our start. Remember, our first 3 shooters were 0.7 outs, so that was not a good start to the day. Tina made go. Awesome, Tina. Up to the cage for her. Smart lady. Smart lady. We should all follow her lead. Okay, 5, 4, 2, 3. It's out. Okay, we had a 2, 6, 8 on the come out. That was a little bit of a rollout of the dice there, but it's the Duracell 8, so marking the point of 8. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 2, 6, 8. So Ryan marked a point, has been chatting on our group chat, and he's on a cruise right now. And he threw the ATS twice this week so far, and I believe his wife threw it once yesterday. So that's awesome for them. I guess they're making some decent money on their cruise. First day they're down like $350, and then the second he was up $4,000, and he didn't say how much he was up yesterday. I'm guessing quite handsomely, knowing the way that he bets. We'll go 480 cross battle, 75 and a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We get 90 and that's 6, and we'll put $50 in pass on odds out there. And let's call that all bet set. It's out. And we got magic aces. That's what we needed the last 2 shooters. So we have a chance of hitting the small here. That is a bookend, finally. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we have a 1, 1, 2 result. Five, 4, 2, 3. And let's call that all bet set. Nice out. And we got 3, 5 grape ape, and that's gonna be a winner 8. So we hit number 1, and then our puck will turn off. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 3, 5, 8 result. So let's go 66 inside pressure. And we'll bring this down, throw that on the odds. We can't do odds yet until after the point is established. So all of our bets are turned off. We're going to stick with that $25 pass line, but with what, $5 any craps. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Face out. That was a weird jump on that. We got a 3, 4, 7. It's a pass line winner, come out natural. That left eye jumped up and then it took off that way. So it jumped up and to the right and then went left, hit one of the diamonds. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we got 3, 4, 7 results. So it's a pass line winner, come out natural. Resets that ATS, unfortunately, because we did hit a magic aces. We got 2 numbers set on that though. And we're going to repeat our bets. So again, I got to do that. I was at 480 cross plus, what did I do? I did 66 inside. So I got to set that up when I get our points set there. When I took my bets or repeat the bets, it took everything down for me, but we'll fix that. Okay, 5, 4, 2, 3. And I saw Nemo made goal. That's awesome. And we have a 3-3 hard 6 double degen, so it's marked at point of 6. Four, 2, 3, and a 3-3 hard 6 result. Okay, so we were at 480 across, 2, 3. We had 15 odds, and then we did 66 inside pressure. And we can go 5 times in a row, go an extra $15 on pass line odds. Okay, we got 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets out. Peace out. And we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. That left eye rolled off the back wall on us. No help for me. 5, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 craps. Make sure you get your bets in here. I didn't call him Mark. I called him Mark the Point. I do call him Mark to his face, so on purpose there, Mad Hatter, just to get a reaction out of him. That's funny. But so many people do call him Mark. It's funny. It's up. And we got a 6, 4, 10. That is William's best friend on the end. Sorry, Glenn. So that's gonna be hit number 2. Be enough to bring our bets down and make a profit on this shooter again. $21 brought back to the rack, and we'll bring our bets down. We'll go 96 across. So either way, we are actually about $90 short of our start if we left things as it is right now. If we took everything down, we would actually be $40 in profit for the day. So it took us almost 5 shooters here to get all of our money back. Almost 4 shooters to get all of our money back, and we lost in the first 3 shooters. Those first 3 shooters were killers. So all that set and dice out. So that's a recovery of 800, 900, almost $1,000 we recovered in these 4 shooters. So that's pretty hefty recovery. Dice out. Terrible roll, but we got a 369 to triple D. The Dice Doctor Dan. 4, 2, 3, and a 369 result. And shows up just as we throw his number. That's awesome. Okay, 5, 4, 2, 3. And that 9's gonna look like a quarter. We'll make that 5 look like a quarter. And we'll call that all bets out. That's all. And we have another 9. This time it's a 4-5 R9, the Big Daddy Mac. A 4, 2, 3, 4, 5 R9 result. single pitch of the dice. Let's make that 9 look like $35. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all but set. Nice out. Yeah, 8s and 9s have been pretty hot today, Dan. Speaking of 8s, a little short on the roll, but we have a square pair. 4-4 hard 8. I don't think either dice got to the back wall on that one. No roll, shooter. No roll. 4 hard 8. So make that 8 look like 30 bucks. And we're on a $15 table, so let's put $15 in pass line odds out there. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all but set. Nice out. Thank you, Mad Hatter. Ooh, dice cross on me. We got lucky. 5, 3, 8. The Great Bape. Got lucky on that one. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 5, 3, 8 result. Yeah, let's make that 8 look like $42. And we'll call that all bet set. Nice out. Dice cross. I mean, we got midnight. Wow, that is awesome. Whoops, wrong button. 6, 6, 12. The OMC craps. All the dots, all the spots. Midnight. 4, 2, 3, and a 6, 6, 12. So what do we need? We need a yo. We get a yo. We've thrown a few of those today already. If we get a yo, that'll help us get that ATS bet that we've actually bet on ourselves. Normally, I don't do a lot of that, but today I did. Be a nice hit if we can get that, so we can get at least a goal or closer to goal. So let's call it all bet set. It's out. And we have another triple D dice Dr. Dan. 3, 6, 9. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 3, 6, 9 result. We're going to drop a quarter onto that 9. We'll make it look like $60. 5, 4, 2, 3. Let's see a yo, a yo, a yo, a yo. This out. And we do not have a yo, but we have a 5, 3, 8, another Grape Ape. I believe that will put me in profit for the day no matter what now. So that's fine. Plus all the money I have on the table here. Let's see what that's going to do for us. 8 look like $60. Yes, I will be in profit by at least $15 no matter what now for the day. If I took everything down, I would be up $220 some dollars, or yeah, $220 approximately for the day. 5, 4, 2, 3 is our dice set. And all bets set. Dice out. We have another 8, 4, 4, heart 8, square pair. That right die was rolling down, but the left one stopped it actually short of the back wall. Let's get a nice hit for us. So let's make that 8 look like $90 now. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. Nice out. And we got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer, so that's gonna be a winner 6. So we will take that nice hit there, and then the puck will turn off. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we need a 5, 1, 6 result. So point hit. So far we've had 6 and the 8 as points for this shooter. We're 16 rolls in, going for roll number 17 here. Let's make that 8. Now we're gonna wait till a point is established here before we do anything with that 6. Finally got all of our numbers back up. SOR came back up after the miserable start. SRR is doing well again, finally. The BSR, I'm sure, is doing really well with all these box numbers that we're throwing today. Well, let's call this all bet set. Looking for a new point. Still on shooter number 7 for the day. 2, 3, 5 at Justice Gen 5. I think that's our first Justice Gen 5 for the day. So let's mark that point of 5. And that was a 5, 4, 2, 3 and a 2, 3, 5 result. Let's see how we can rearrange these bets now. We have $25 on that 5. Let's put 30 into 6. And let's put $15 in odds on that pass line there. So again, no matter what, we'll be in profit here today. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. I saw 29 people still playing along. We have 24 people watching, 17 thumbs up. They split apart, so let's regroup them. And we got a 3, 1, 4. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. Too bad we didn't have that money then on the 4 that we had on the last shooter. So we had $100 on her at the end at the last shooter there. 3, 1, 4 result. Let's make that 4 look like a quarter. If I took everything down, we're $32 away from goal for the day. So that puts me in a pretty big dilemma here. We'll see what happens here. Let's see if we can get a nice hit. Let's see if we can hit that 8 again or the 11. So that'll give me lots of fun money to play with. How's that? Is it? And we got a 6, a 2, 4, 6, a Kevin Carpenter 2x4. Bet 4, 2, 3, and a 2, 4, 6 result. So we have 606 brought back to the rack, 280 on the table currently. I took everything down, that would put me on goal. Oh, $3 over goal. We're going to keep on going. I'm probably going to regret that, but hey, we had a major recovery and we're going to try to capitalize on this. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Nice out. If I was in a real casino, I would actually pull my money down, though. And we have another 8. Perfect. 4, 4, hard 8. Square pair. That'll work nice. 4, 2, 3. That's a parlay of the day with SJ again. So let's make that 8 look like 120. Be sweet if we could hit that 8 again. Or the yo. 5, 4, 2, 3. Good morning, Chris. Gimme Dog Chris checking in. Here we go. Yo or aces? And we got another 8. Awesome. 3, 5, 8. The grape ape. That's gonna be a really nice hit. And 5, 4, 2, 3. And we got a 3, 5, 8 result. That was $140. Let's make it look like 180. Five, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bets set. They saw it. Little dice put apart when he left my fingers. Ace deuce. Lucky. Yeah. As they're going out of my fingers, I could feel them split. The front of the dice split apart. At 4, 2, 3. Ace deuce result. Craps. No help for me. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Nice out. Another 8. Wow. 4, 4, hard 8, square pair. That is flipping awesome. That is another parlay, double parlay of the day with SJ. 4, 2, 3, and a 4, 4, hard 8 result. So now we're gonna make that 8 look like 300. Been a long time since I've had a bet up that high on my own channel. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Nice out. Ooh, I hit the hook. Ha! Damn it. 2, 4, 5, 7. The Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So that's going to be the end of the roll. And we had a massive comeback today. Remember, we're down almost $900 for the day here. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 2, 5, 7. John cooled us off by coming into the channel. Then he says a heater. Oh my God. Thanks, John. Just kidding. That was a great roll. I'm actually happy with that, especially after yesterday's results. Yesterday was just terrible. I walked downstairs and turned the phone back on. See, John? It's all you, buddy. Anyhow, we had some major recovery today. The first 3 shooters were pretty much a 0.7 out. And then after that, we had some really nice rolls. We did switch our dice sets in that. I had Jen said I should walk in the win goal. Yeah. But hey, I'm happy with what I got. I ended up with $45.99 for the day, which is just shy of what my goal was for the day. But anyhow, let's go through our statistics here. We have an SOR today of 9.9, SRR of a 7.72, come out 7s today. We had those 0.7 outs pretty much for the first 3 shooters. Then we ended up with a 14, 18, and 24 of the last 3 of the last 4. Look at those 8s and those 9s, just off the charts. Everything else was either expected or lower. Box numbers, instant numbers are high today. Forward 10s were pretty much expected. Come out sums are low. Horns are low. Fields are expected. Hardways were high as well. Looking at our 1,000 challenge results through the end of yesterday. 2,095 throws on this challenge so far. We have a 9.56 SOR, a 6.58 SRR, and a 6.46 BSR. So, Jerry, your $5 paid off. Yes, it did. K Fisher, nice roll. Thank you very much. Ugly day for Glenn. He was playing the DC on me, so he's down nearly $6,200. I'm sorry, my friend. Thank you, Greg, for saying show the support there. Jen goes 2 awesome recovery rolls, and that it was. Thank you very much there, Brian. But anyhow, hey guys, thanks for joining today. I will be back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.